say, Tony P, LOV, let's go. Legacy back at it again. Tell your favorite DJ, give this a spin. Why? Cause you know this flow so smooth. Got your mom in the Jeep saying it's her groove. See, I'm trying to get her in that mood. So when this song's over, what she says.
Alright. This is a video, a tutorial of how to do the yarn dreads. I got a message 3 days ago from Kim9228 requesting a tutorial on how to do the yarn dreads. I meant to post a video for that, kind of forgot, but here you go. Alright, to start it off, you need to get your yarn. It depends, the length depends. Mine, the ones that you saw, were kind of long. So my shorter piece, your shorter piece is going to be the length of your actual dread. And this is going to be what you wrap to create the illusion of a dread. This piece in length is about 24 inches long, and you fold it in half. And the longer piece is about 72 inches long in length, and it's folded in half. And what you do, once your longer piece is folded in half, it doesn't have to be perfect, but that's how I do it. You take your shorter piece, knot in half, and loop it through, of course, and match the ends so that it's also in half. And so now you have 2 strands. Now we're going to go to the mannequin. You part your hair. You don't want them too thick, because if a piece of hair is too thick, it's going to be a hard time blending it into the yarn. You're going to start off however you braid. I braid overhand, so I'm going to start off with the shorter piece on the right, longer piece on the left, and I'm just going to braid it as if I were braiding in some weave. I braid it about 2 times. Maybe that's 4. And then, once you have some of it braided down, about 1 centimeter down, you'll take the hair and your shorter piece and you'll twist them to make it a little bit easier to blend. Of course, it may be harder to blend this because she's got lighter hair. You don't twist it all the way down, and now that you have it, you're going to take your longer piece. I should have had a clipboard rubber band. What is it called? That? Just a second. You're going to clip back hair so that it's not in the way, you're not twisting in all of your hair. And you take your longer piece and just wrap around. When you wrap it, you don't want it to be wrapped like you don't want these to ever twist. You don't want the longer pieces to ever twist. You want to make sure they're always beside each other. And this may not be very good because of the texture of her hair. You don't want any of the hair to show through the yarn, so you have to wrap it kind of tight. which is why it took me forever to do a whole head of them, because you could just imagine how sore your wrists and fingers would get, all in trying to hold the hair tight and to wrap as tight as you can. So if you get these, I would recommend you do them yourself, because I've never done them on an actual another person. I've just done them on myself. So I don't know what I would charge to do them, simply because it takes so long to do it. But they come out looking really good. And of course, you just wrap it to however long you want it to be. It's not going to be, it doesn't have to be the actual length of the shorter yarn that you chose, but you want to make sure that, of course, you've wrapped it all the way to the end of your hair and past, so that when you cut and burn, you don't cut and burn your hair or catch your hair on fire. And now I've just wrapped to the very end of her hair, but I don't want to leave it there. I want to wrap just a little bit past it, probably about 4 or 5 times, or 6, depending on. And then you just want to take it, split the 2 longer pieces in half, and twist them 2 times. And being that they're separated, you take it, the shorter hair, and begin to braid. And what I do, I alternate the hair. I split it differently. So I'm going to add a shorter piece with the longer piece on the right and just keep braiding, because we don't want these to come down. Like, we don't want it to unravel all the, so you'll see the hair. I need some scissors. And a lighter. Okay. We're gonna cut just below the braid. Of course, you can't see that it's a braid because that means it's blended well. Make sure you hold on to that braid so that it doesn't unravel. And I've got acrylic nails, so I gotta be careful with this lighter. And you want to burn it. And it takes a while for it to really come together, and it'll catch fire. You want to burn up a little bit further into that twist so that it'll hold, and twist it in the direction of the twist. And there you have a yarn thread. And of course, you wouldn't have your own hair sticking out like this, because your hair would be more coarse and it would follow along with the second braid. And there you have a yarn thread.
Yeah, I'm legacy, aka one of a kind. So tell me, beautiful, what's on your mind? Honestly, I'm thinking about making your minds, but right now I'm too focused on the rhyme. Wordplay is more than lyrics, it's my lifestyle. I know I seem normal, but my life's wild. I need a girl that can hold me down, press me and caress me round for round. Tell me, baby, if you trip downtown, 6 o'clock, my favorite